Hi guys, and welcome to your 14-minute side butt and core Pilates flow today. This will include a warm-up, cool down, and stretch. As always, you can do this one on its own or pair it with my other burners. You will be rep counting on your own today, anywhere between 10 and 15 slow and controlled reps. We're going to get started with cat and cow breathing. You're going to exhale, scooping round your spine, your navel into your spine. Inhale, drop the belly and round out the shoulders. Exhale, scooping round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly and round out the shoulders. This really helps with core engagement, so it gets our body used to engaging our core for the movements ahead. A strong core means more ab definition and a tighter waist. Great job, and one more. Exhale, scooping around the spine. And inhale, drop your belly. Feet together, knees apart, wide child's pose here. Exhaling. Sinking our hips down to our feet and into the mat, stretching our arms above, taking deep breaths. And now we're going to do right side leaning. So lean our body and our hands to the right side and stretch out our left hip. Deep breaths. And left side. Body weight and hands to the left side of our mat, stretching out our right hip. This gets you really loose for the workout, so you get all of your muscle toning. Great job. Now we're going to start our workout now. We're going to stand up and do squat pulses. And core in, driving through our heels with our hands by our ears. Exhale, inhale, spine straight as possible, belly in, and squat pulses. Having our hands to try and stay by our ears as much as possible also works our lower back. And now we're going to move into our right side lunge pulses. Driving through our heels so we don't get any quad engagement. It's all butt. Core in, checking to make sure that it's in. Your belly buttons into your navel, and deep breaths. Deep breathing. Great job, guys. And now we're going to go back into our center squat pulses. Core in, driving through our heels. Think about your butt, and our arms are by our ears to work our lower back. Great job, guys. Keep going. Deep breaths. And now we're going to switch to our left side lunge pulses. Driving through the heel. Core in, deep breaths. I always just check and make sure that it's my butt that's working and that my core is in. Those are the two things that are super important with all of these compound movement pulses, so that they stay in your butt region, so you don't bulk up your thighs. And deep breaths. Awesome. Now we're going to do a ragdoll fold, your stomach into your thighs. Core in and hugging yourself. Hugging behind your knees, deep breaths. Loosening all the tension in your neck and your shoulders. And we're going to get back onto all fours here and do cat and cow breathing again. Now, roll out the shoulders. Exhale, scooping round your back. Inhale, drop the belly. All right, now we're going to go into right side straight leg. We're going to do our pointed toe, straight leg. I have a slight bend in my elbow here. We're doing anywhere from between 10 to 15 reps, slow and controlled. You want to make sure that our back and neck, our arms and our hands are very stable and grounded. And all of our weight should be in our right hand. Now moving on to pulses here. Great job. Micro pulses, slow movement and steady controlling. And we're going to move our foot here to the bottom right point of our mat and do 3/4 kicks. This really helps target your side corner butt. You should feel it near your right hip. Remember to keep your hips nice and squared, so facing down at the mat, looking forward, and all of the weight should be in your right hand. Remember to breathe. Exhale. Now we're going to do in and outs, moving from straight to 3/4 kicks. Keeping everything steady. Our core is in, our belly is in, and we're breathing. Now you guys should feel this in your side butt and your top corner butt. Deep breath. And now we're gonna go into right side fire hydrants. I try to spend as the least amount of time on the bottom as I do the top. The bottom is a rest, the top is your work. Top squeeze when you get to the top. Our core is in. All of the weight is in your right hand. Deep breathing. Everything is still. Squeezing when you get to the top. Going down very fast. And now we are going to go into a wide child's pose. Feet together, knees apart. Inching our fingers up the mat and sinking our hips down. Deep breaths. Calm down your heart rate before we switch sides. Great job, guys. Onto the other side now. Left side 3/4 kick. So our left foot is going to find the left bottom point of our mat, and we're going to do the corner butt. So this is targeting our corner butt. Our core is in, and we're breathing through it. All of the weight is in the left hand. Awesome work, guys. Now we're switching here to a straight leg kick. Core in, toe pointed, everything still, and all of the weight is in the left hand, so you really make sure that your hips are squared. You got it. Feel the burn, squeezing when you get to the top. Bending the elbows if you have to, and now moving into pulses. Micro pulses, core in. This is very important, so you get that tight abs. A little bit of a bend in the elbow, core in, breathing. Tiny little pulses at the very top, squeezing our butt. Great job, guys. And now in and outs, moving from straight leg to 3/4, back and forth. You should be feeling this in your corner butt. We don't want to be shaking our whole body left and right. We want it to stay very stable. Use your hands to ground you. Use your other foot to ground you. Use your core. Use your powerhouse. Great job. Now fire hydrants. Deep breath. All of the weight should be in your left hand. Our core is in. We're looking straight ahead or straight down. Our hips are squared. Squeezing when you get to the top. Lowering very fast. And squeeze. Squeezing when you get to the top. Feet together, knees apart, wide child's pose. Again, inching our fingers up the mat and sinking our hips down. Deep breaths. The next part of the workout is going to be our sideline series. Deep breaths so you prepare yourself for the next phase of the workout. Now we're going to be laying down on our left side, so we're working our right leg right now. We want our upper body to be towards the bottom of the mat and our feet to be in the top corner. So it's kind of like your little bit of an L, and you're tucking your core in, your waist in. Your bottom foot should be securing you to the mat, keeping you grounded with your hands in your core. And we're gonna do kicks up with pointed toe. This really works our whole outer and inner thigh. Slow and controlled. You're using your core to keep you very steady. Use your bottom foot and your toes to keep you grounded to the mat. Pointed toe, core in, and breathing. Great job, guys. Now we're going to have our foot to the front of the mat. And we're going to be tapping, 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 slow and controlled. Remember to breathe. As you can see, I'm deep breathing here, and I'm using my core and my arm to keep me steady, so you don't want to be leaning back. If you're leaning back on the mat, you're not quite engaging the glutes. This burns if you're doing it correctly. Awesome work. Deep breath. Catch our breath. We're going to cross over our right leg and work our bottom left thigh now. This is inner thigh pulses. Have your foot flexed, core engaged, and supporting yourself here with the other ankle. Pulsing. These can get a little hard for me. They do burn like crazy, and they will tighten up your thighs. Engage that core. Great work. Deep breaths before we switch over to the other side. Again, we want our upper body towards the bottom of the mat and our feet towards the top, so we're kind of in a little bit of an L, tucking in our core and having our feet flexed. Use your arm and your core to support you, and have a pointed toe when you do your kicks. I am trying something different here as well, which you can try as well, which is on the way down from the kick. I have a flexed foot. It just helps target the inner thigh a little bit better if you can't quite engage. Deep breaths, core tucked in, using your bottom foot to stabilize you. And now we're going to move our right leg stabilize and our left foot to the front and tapping. Make sure that everything is keeping you grounded to the mat. You are not moving back in whatever way. Deep breaths. Catch your breath and then move into the inner thigh pulses here. So grab the ankle and flexed foot, and we're pulsating our right thigh. Again, core engaged. Keep your core and your abs working. This is a total body move. Great work. And now we're going to move on to a little bit of a finisher, which is squat pulses like we started with. Driving through the heels, core in, back straight, arms by our ears, pulsing. This just helps secure that burn that we just did. Pulsing a few more, and awesome. Down dog, core in, our stomach should be concave, pedaling out the feet, loosening all the tension from our shoulders, dropping the head. And up dog, inhale, stretching out the core and the abs. Down dog, right leg up into right side pigeon. Deep breaths. You can have your foot flexed here so you get the most out of your pigeon. This really helps stretch out the glutes. I do a bit of a back bend and roll out my neck and fold over. Deep breaths. Do 5 breaths here. Back up into down dog. And leg up into pigeon on our left side. Deep breaths. The foot that we're stretching out is flexed. Do a bit of a back bend and neck roll. And then fold over, exhale. Again, 5 breaths here. The exhales are what will help you release all of that tension and soreness that we want to get rid of, so we can have ultimate muscle recovery. Great work, guys. You have one last stretch. Feet together, butterfly pose. Deep breaths and exhale, fold forward. Now I just kind of move my body here and exhale as I'm wiggling down to loosen the hips. This works every time. Focus on your breath. And great work! This is an awesome Pilates flow today. Thank you for watching and thank you for moving with me. I hope you liked the burn. Love you. Bye.